up, you guys? My name is Aubrey, this is my channel, and today I want to talk about passive income. Now, for those of you who don't know what passive income is a way to make money without working or without necessarily having your time directly associated and tied to the amount of money that you make. This is oftentimes referred to as a way to make money while you sleep, while you're on vacation, while you're out to eat with friends. It's a great way to make money 24/7, regardless of what you're doing with your time at that point in time. Passive income is one of the best ways to grow your wealth, and the best part is this is something that isn't just exclusive to the rich and wealthy business owners. This is something that you can implement in your own life as well. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the top 10 best ways to make passive income. All of these are accessible. They are ones that you can start with no background, no experience, and some of them are even 100% passive, which means you don't have to do anything on your end to make this money. So let's get started. Now, whenever it comes to making money, there are kind of two different schools of thoughts as far as income goes. We have active income, which is oftentimes your 9-to-5 job. This is the way that you make money by actively doing something, whether it be actively running a business, actively going to a job, actively picking up more work, whatever the case is. The second school of thought is passive income, and passive income is the exact opposite. While active income is oftentimes associated with your experience, how much work you put into, what you're doing for that job, passive income isn't tied to anything, and you don't necessarily have to correlate the amount of money that you make based off of the amount of time that you dedicate to that job or to that income stream. Passive income is one of the best ways to grow your wealth because we all only have 24 hours in a day, and passive income is a great way to increase your income streams without necessarily increasing your workload. Now, today we're going to be going over the top 10 ways to make passive income, and this list is going to be organized from 10 to 1. 1 being the best form of passive income and 10 being the worst, but to be honest, all of these are great routes to pursue. And so with that, and without further ado, let's dig into number 10 on this list, which is cashback and reward apps. Now, this is a kind of non-traditional way to make passive income, but it is legitimate. And the reason why it is number 10 on this list is because your income potential is quite small, but for some people, it can be enough income to make a difference in your month-by-month budget. There are a lot of apps that exist in the App Store that allow for users to download these apps and then get cashback rewards for different purchases or different actions that they take. Some really great and common examples of these types of apps are Ibotta, Fetch Rewards, and Shopkick. And basically how it works is you download these apps, you then shop through specific retailers or buy specific products, and then whenever you make these purchases, you get a cashback reward. It is super easy, and though it isn't going to make you rich anytime soon, it can definitely help for those of you that may be living paycheck to paycheck. It is completely passive. All you have to do is download the app and then conduct your normal routine when shopping, and you'll get these cashback rewards. It is super easy, super passive, and is a legitimate way to make some extra cash. Number 9 on this list is affiliate marketing. Now, I've talked about affiliate marketing a lot on this channel, so I'm just going to kind of scratch the surface here. But basically, what affiliate marketing is whenever you promote somebody else's product or service. How it works is there's a lot of different ways that you can get a customized link with a specific company. And then whenever somebody follows your specific link and they make a purchase with that link, you get a small commission. For example, if you scroll down to the description of this video, you will see a section that has a handful of links within the description. These are all affiliate links, and if you were to click on one of these links and then make a purchase, I get a very small commission. Oftentimes, it's just a couple of percentage points. Now, affiliate marketing is a very legitimate and very real way to make money in a very passive way. In fact, I know of a lot of people that have made a lot of money through affiliate marketing, but there are some very real pros and cons to the affiliate marketing passive income stream. Number 1 is the fact that this is 100% passive, which is great. Once you embed these affiliate links, your job is done. In fact, in the case of my affiliate links, I embedded these into my description months ago. I simply just copy and paste them into every single video, and there's really no extra work that's required on my end in order to make this money. A con, though, of this income stream is the fact that it isn't necessarily accessible to everybody. Affiliate marketing works best when you have some sort of audience to promote these links to. For example, I have this YouTube channel. So you really need some sort of audience in place in order to make these affiliate links worthwhile. Otherwise, people simply aren't going to see your links, and thus they're not going to click on their links. Additionally, even once you have an audience in place to promote these links to, the amount of money that you make from this income stream is pretty unsubstantial. Ultimately, similar to the cashback apps, this is listed as number 9 on this list because of the fact that it's not accessible to everybody and the income potential is quite small. But as far as passivity goes, you can't get much more passive than affiliate links. Number 8 on on this list is one of the only truly passive forms of income that every single person watching this video can implement, and that is a high yield savings account. Now, I know high yield savings accounts aren't exactly sexy. They are super boring, but they are super, super legitimate to make free money. Now, what a high yield savings account is it's basically a savings account that pays out a higher interest than a typical savings account that you would get from a brick and mortar bank like Chase, Wells Fargo, or Bank of America. Oftentimes, high yield savings accounts are online based, and because of the fact that they don't have brick and mortar locations, they're able to pay out a higher interest rate than their brick and mortar competitors. Now, the reason why a high yield savings account is listed on this list as number 8 is because of the fact that it is so accessible. Literally everybody can make money through a high yield savings account. But the reason why it isn't higher on this list is because the amount of money that you can make is very, very small, though it is completely passive. The standard high yield interest rate is about 0.4%, which means however much money you have invested in a savings account, you can make a return of 0.4% on this money. On the high end, sometimes with like promotional bank accounts, you can sometimes get close to 1%, but with today's interest rates being at an all-time low, that is extremely rare and extremely hard to come by. So because of this, the standard is typically between 0.4% and 0.6%, sometimes but rarely as high as 1%. A high yield savings account, of course, isn't going to make you rich. It isn't going to get you that supercar that you've been dreaming of, but it is a great way to make some extra cash, especially if your money's going to be sitting in a bank account anyways. You might as well put it into a high yield savings account. Number 7 on this list is arguably one of the most passive ways to make money, and it's a very tried and true method to make money. In fact, if you play your cards right, you could potentially use this income stream to live off of. That way you never have to work another day in your life. And that is dividend investing. Now, for those of you who don't know what dividend investing is, let me very briefly explain. So dividend investing is whenever you invest in dividend yielding stocks. And what a dividend yielding stock is it is a stock that basically rewards its shareholders for investing into that company. Basically, it's a way to turn your stock investments into a passive income stream that you can then live off of. So the reason why this is listed as number 7 on this list is a few different reasons. Number 1 is the fact that dividend investing is very legitimate and it's a proven way to make passive income. People have been doing it for decades, they will do it for decades longer, and it's a really great way to live off of passive income. The downside, though, is the fact that you do have to have a substantial amount of money invested into the stock market in order to live off of your dividend income. In fact, it is estimated that in order to really live off of your dividend yielding stock investments, you would have to have approximately $1 million invested into the market, which for some people is something that is definitely realistic, is definitely doable, but for others, it is definitely a stretch. And because of that, I don't think that this is a passive income stream that is 100% accessible to every single person watching this video, but it is a great way to add passive income into your income portfolio. Number 6 on this list is one of the best ways, in my opinion, to make passive income, but it's something that may be a bit daunting to some of you guys that watch this video, and that is selling information products. Now, whenever I say selling information products, I mean doing things like starting a YouTube channel. I mean starting a course or creating a course, creating an ebook, or doing some sort of self-publishing deal. There are so many different things that you could do in the information space in order to make passive income. Now, when it comes to selling information products, this income stream is admittedly not 100% passive. There is a lot of front-loaded work associated with this stream of income. For example, if you're wanting to sell a course, then you're going to have to first create that course before you can actually sell it. And creating that course does require work on your end. But the good news is that once you're done creating the course, then you can just kind of sit back, relax, and start collecting that income. And that means that you can collect income day in and day out, whether you're asleep, whether you're on the beach, whether you're with friends, whatever the case is. The income stream does not turn off even once you've completed creating the course, which is my favorite type of income streams. The other great thing about this income stream is that your income potential is really limitless. You have information products out there that can make millions of dollars per year. And if you get good enough at creating different forms of information products, then you could really substantially increase your income. And it's almost completely passive. Another reason why I love this income stream is because the opportunity is truly limitless. You could create one information product, and then once you're done with that one, you could create another one, and then another one, and then another one. For example, you could start a course, and that could be your first information product that you sell. Then if that product does really well, you could then maybe start a blog and target the people that bought your course, and then now you have a blog under the same topic. Then if your blog does well, you could start a podcast. There are so many different avenues that you can explore in the information product realm. And the great thing is anybody can do it. There are so many different opportunities and the income potential is truly limitless. Number 5 on this list is one that I have never personally done, but I've always been very curious about, and that is peer-to-peer lending. In the world of peer-to-peer sharing, we have heard of things like peer-to-peer car sharing, peer-to-peer house sharing, peer-to-peer RV sharing, peer-to-peer boat sharing. We've heard of every single different type of peer-to-peer sharing that could basically exist. But did you know that there's actually peer-to-peer lending, which is a way for people to loan out their money to other individuals who need it in order to start a business? Peer-to-peer lending works exactly how you would expect. It works very similar to a traditional bank. But rather than having a bank provide the funds, your peers are providing the funds. And the way that you make money off of this income stream is off of the interest that the borrower has to pay for borrowing your money. Now, whenever it comes to how to go about doing this type of income stream, there's a lot of different platforms that can facilitate peer-to-peer lending transaction. And the great thing is that anybody could do this. In fact, for a number of these platforms, the minimum amount that you can loan is only $25, which means you only need $25 in order to loan money out to your peers and make money off of that interest. Number 4 on this list is another one that is completely passive, and as long as you have a car, this is something that anybody can do, and that is advertising on your car. Now, you guys have probably seen those companies that wrap their cars in company advertisements, or additionally people that put like a moving billboard on their car as well. But did you know that you could do this exact same thing and you can get paid while you drive for simply just running errands and doing your day-to-day life? There are a lot of different platforms out there that will connect you with companies that want car advertisements, and they will pay for you to wrap your car in their company logos and their company graphics and then simply just drive around. A handful of these platforms include Rapify, Carvertise, as well as Free Car Media. These are all platforms that will facilitate this transaction and will connect you with companies that will pay you for this service. Now, this process varies from platform to platform and from company to company, but in short, how it works is you get a wrap installed onto your car. You typically have the option to do a partial wrap, a full wrap, or a window wrap. This wrap would represent a company that you were advertising for. And then you simply just drive around and you get paid on a monthly basis based off of how much you drive and how many miles you drive. Sometimes this can be something like $50 to $100 per month. Other times, if you drive a lot and if you go with a full vehicle wrap, you can make between $500 and $750 per month. That is a really great income stream for something that is almost 100% passive. You literally don't have to do anything on your end except get the wrap installed and then just simply live your day-to-day life. That is a win-win situation, especially if you're somebody that has a car and doesn't really care what your car looks like. Number 3 is renting out your unused space, specifically your unused parking spaces. There are a lot of apps and a lot of platforms out there that will allow for you to rent out unused parking spots to your peers who need excess parking. This could be an unused garage space, an unused parking lot space, an unused driveway space, even an unused street parking space that you simply don't need. And basically how this works is you figure out what type of space you want to rent. You then take a photo of that space and you list it out on a platform like Neighbor or Spacer, and these platforms will then connect you with people that want to rent that space. This is super passive, super accessible, and it is a really great and creative way to make some passive income. Number 2 on this list is my favorite form of passive income, and that is peer-to-peer car sharing. Now, whenever I oftentimes talk about peer-to-peer car sharing on this channel, I oftentimes discuss it in the context of Turo, which is my favorite peer-to-peer car sharing platform. It's the one that I have the most experience in. It's certainly the one I talk about most. But when it comes to peer-to-peer car sharing, there's actually 4 key players in the peer-to-peer car sharing game. We have HireCar, we have Turo, we have GetAround, and we have Avail. And when it comes to having passive income in the world of car sharing, Turo actually isn't the best one to go down. I would say as far as passive income streams in the world of peer-to-peer car sharing, your best bets would probably be to go with Avail or GetAround. Both of these platforms are really great ways to make passive income. They don't require you to be at your car every single day. They are done 100% remotely, which means that you can handle guests and do key exchanges from the comfort of your own home. And the rules as far as checking in cars after and before trips trips are pretty lax. Peer-to-peer car sharing is one of my favorite forms of income. It's something that I have engulfed my life in over the last 4 years. But when it comes to Turo, it's not 100% passive, and there is work that is involved in starting a successful Turo business. So if you're somebody who's looking for something a bit more passive and a bit less time intensive, then going with GetAround or Avail are really great options to pursue. Lastly is number 1. Now, I can't talk about passive income without mentioning this one on this list. This is one of the most tried and true ways to make passive income. It's a way to not only make income, but also increase your net worth as well as add value to your investment portfolio. And that is investing in real estate. Now, investing in real estate has to be one of the most proven ways to make passive income. Whether you go the route of getting a single unit property, a multi-unit property, whether you go the route of renting it on Airbnb or getting long-term tenants, there are so many different ways to go about pursuing this income stream. But it has to be one of the best ways to incorporate passive income into your income portfolio. Investing in real estate is one of the most proven ways to make passive income. And the best part is it's accessible to everybody with a little bit of discipline, and it kills so many birds with one single stone. You add passive income to your income streams, you increase your net worth, you add value into your investment portfolio, and you now have an asset that can appreciate and that you can either sell later on or pass down to your family at a later date. There are so many benefits and so many different options when it comes to real estate investing that I simply cannot make a passive income video without including this in the list. But with that being said, you guys, I wanted to make this video because I do think that having passive income is something that is incredibly important. Like I said at the beginning of this video, we all have only 24 hours in a day, and you can only work so much in that 24-hour period. So one of the best ways to increase your income is to incorporate some passive income streams into your life. Now, these 10 that I discussed today are simply just 10 different options. And the fact is there are so many different ways you can go about incorporating passive income into your income portfolio. These 10 are great options to pursue, but they certainly aren't the only options to pursue. But like always, you guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, comments, if you have anything to add, I would love to hear it. So make sure to leave a comment down below. And while you guys are at it, make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. And I will see you guys in the next video.